Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live! It's time!
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying your evening. We are live in the Action Lab, your premier sports and entertainment talk show on the internet, and it's not close. Welcome into the Wednesday edition of the show. And we already have the chat popping off, Scotty. My name is Chris. This is Scotty. We are your host for the Action Lab. Anytime our teams lose, Scotty, we always get the pleasure of hearing about it first from our lovely, amazing lab rat community. And today's no different. Today we get to see how everyone who's talking about how the Avalanche got swept out of the playoffs. And
playoffs?
Yeah.
Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah. Only
No one will ever take that President's Trophy away. Though,
they
Chris.
will never. That is true.
True.
Can't take it. Can't take it. That is ours forever. And that is the truth.
Roger.
only 2 teams get a trophy every season, and the Avs were one of them. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty good season.
Yeah. We'll take what we can
Who
get.
needs
Just
the playoffs? Who needs the playoffs?
no. We have so many other things going on. It's getting into the summertime. We're gonna be outside. We're gonna be doing other things. We can't be wasting time on playoffs all the time. We can't win every year. We gotta let someone else win. It's just part of what we do here. But again, welcome in everybody. We're talking a lot.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Let's just say the Avalanche collapse did not help me sleep very well the other night. Philly in the chat, another Colorado choke job, LMAO. We have Let's Go Avs from Captain Urban. We have had to get in here early before the stream. Had to. Only because you would do the same to me. That's what's great about this community. We can give it and we can take it. You
guys are hurting my feelings right now.
Just like the other last 11 President's Trophy winners, it's a true curse. Yeah, so we have a lot to dive into. I want to talk a lot about the Avalanche and then the Golden Knights and then what happened in that series. What didn't happen in that series, especially for the Avalanche, and
what didn't happen was Colorado winning.
Well, that is factual. That is a fact. But now it's like, where do we go from here? Kind of what were the crazy things that came out of that series from just a pure numbers standpoint and like the probability standpoints? Because there was some crazy things. So we're gonna talk about that. We're going to talk about how the NBA, we already have a team that's in the NBA Finals. That's the New York Knicks. We have the Spurs and the Thunder going at it right now. The Thunder flopping their way to a 3-2 victory. Gosh, they're so frustrating to watch. Scotty, I just can't do it, man. I can't do it.
And then Silver was on like McAfee's show today, and he was like, "Our refs are unbelievable." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Everyone else in the world knows what's happening, but your refs haven't figured it out yet.
Ask any.
They're the only ones not included in on this conspiracy. Not a conspiracy. It's just that's how the Thunder are coached. They're coached to flop.
Yeah,
and it works.
It's so bad. I mean, Philly in the chat. OKC is the worst. OKC is ruining what we're watching from a pure basketball, enjoying basketball for what it is. You can't not see it, and it's everywhere. Everyone sees the clips. Like we see it, Scotty, because we see the Thunder play the Nuggets plenty throughout the course of the season. So we see it all the time. Plus, we've played them in the playoffs quite a bit. All the fans of all the teams that have played them in the playoffs and seen how many times the Oklahoma City Thunder have just done what they've done. Whether it's not just one player. It's Chet. It's J. Will. It's SGA. It's every single one of them. And they all just get away. I don't know if it's a pure it's just a pure numbers game where you can't call every single play a foul, but like at the same time they do.
You can't not call it every time. They're like, if we get 6 out of 8 fouls when we're in a bad position, we just fall over. I mean, the amount of times SGA falls over on his jump shot is insane.
He
just falls to the ground. And he'll never go down as an all-time great because of it. He won't. Like, listen, he can win some titles, win some MVPs. No one's ever going to respect that guy. I mean, last night, I think at one point, I don't know what he finished with, but at one point I saw he was 6 of 16 from the field, but had 30 points, Chris. He had 30 points.
Figure that math out.
He was 16 of 17 from the line at that point.
Yeah. It's incredible what he in a negative way, how he gets away with everything. And here's the thing, like that's someone's that's a lot of people's favorite player, which, you know,
No, it's not. Who's outside of Oklahoma? Who's
OKC
favorite player outside of
Yeah,
Oklahoma?
OKC fans.
outside of OK,
Sure.
yeah, those are people's favorite players.
Yeah, but that's their hometown team that's bringing them titles. I can understand that, and they can be, whether they realize or not, to be blind to it. They're just blind to it, and they don't care. But no one outside of Oklahoma City is. I don't think anybody is like SGA is my favorite player. No.
Would you like to have another reason to hate SGA?
Sure.
This is from 30 minutes ago via The Athletic. SGA's lawyers issue cease and desist to Underdog Sports because of a promotion making fun of his efforts to draw fouls.
He's gonna have to do a lot of cease and desists, and I don't think they're all gonna work out for him because everyone should be making fun of it. Just maybe don't do it, dude. Maybe don't be a bitch. There was a I thought I said. Let me see if I said this. And then I'll send it to you, Chris.
Philly, and
So
you
you can
guys used
show
to
it.
make fun of Embiid.
Well,
Embiid's not any better. Let's
Embiid's not any better, but
He's just
SGA
irrelevant now.
SGA has mastered like what he's doing right now. He's mastered it to a point where now it's turning into every team trying to figure out, hey, if they're going to referee, this is a referee problem. Let's just be clear about this. This is a referee problem because what the referees allow, and that's why I think Adam Silver, for saying what he said about our referees are the best, is making him sound like an absolute clown as being a commissioner for the NBA. Because if you think that watching what we're watching across the country and all of the negative publicity that the OKC Thunder are getting across social media about flopping, it's not. This is a team that's in the spotlight and will be in the spotlight for the next handful of years. So with that, it's just you're digging yourself into a hole that you're going to have to just dig out of at some point and say, hey, we need to referee this a little bit differently because we're losing credibility with how these games are played. And it's just going to, other teams are going to emulate this. If they can get away with it, we can get away with it. And we've seen other teams try to do that just as much. And it's just part of it. So it is what it is. You guys used to, Embiid was only, like 12 free throws, not like 18 of 25. He had his peak games, but
He flails. He's probably had 30 attempts in a game before.
But
so.
I will say, I mean, SGA has perfected it to a point where he will be the poster child. He used to be Embiid, but SGA will be the poster child for flopping in the NBA, and it's not even close.
Chris, there's a video I just sent you, a Twitter vid I sent you in Discord, you and Rec, that puts it perfectly. And it's basically clips. It's like pump fakes used to be used for space creation. This is Kobe versus SGA comp. This Kobe versus SGA comp perfectly sums it up. And it's basically clips of how SGA uses pump fakes and how Kobe used pump fakes. And let's just say they use it for very alternative reasons. And one looks real bad in this comp.
Alexander will position with a fake and climbs. 9 seconds. Faced with a double. Bryant gets inside. Nice fake into the basket. A bit. Saw it the other night. Saw it a lot yesterday.
You know what Kobe's not doing? He's not falling to the ground. And he makes
he's not even trying to draw contact. He uses a pump fake for what it's intended to create separation, not to cause contact. He could have got the same call on any of these. But Kobe has ethics. He's an ethical human being. SGA is not.
There weren't a lot of fouls called on those plays either. You know what I'm saying? It was just
No, none of those were fouls called.
it's
What
like,
I mean is, like, he didn't use it to get a foul call. He
Yeah.
used a pump fake to actually get himself a shot. SGA just uses a pump fake to get somebody in the air so he can jump into them and get a foul call.
yeah, it's
unethical, Chris.
it's just a bad brand of basketball that is right now. It's part of the game in the worst way possible. All right, let me see. Hold on. Let me get the bot fixed. But yeah,
There needs to be one of those human evolution timelines of NBA flopping. It starts with Ginobili, works through LeBron, Harden, etc., until the current SGA.
bots back.
Yeah.
It's
It's evolved. It's evolving and it's
the
getting worse and
evolution.
worse.
The crowd is so much more into Kobe. Yeah, well, Kobe was spectacular. Like the things that Kobe did on a basketball court were just such a different. It was such a different way of just being elite, right? Creating his own shot, being able to be as athletic and dynamic with his turnaround, his footwork, everything. And when you just see, I mean, let me see if I can pull up. I have some other SGA videos here where it's just like you just see over and over and over the different kinds of shots that he puts up and what ends up. I mean,
like in the clip I just had, it wasn't that any of those weren't fouls on SGA. Those were they all fouled him. But it's that's what he's searching for instead of just, I don't know, it's just not a fun brand of basketball to watch. Now, there's other plays that he's not fouled on and he also falls over, but those weren't them. Those were all fouls. He got fouled on all of them.
Get it back over Wemby. Took the bump. Hartenstein had a body on him. SGA got inside for the bump of the numbers for the Thunder. SGA got bumped. He'll come to the line. Lucas Alexander smoothly gets to the
it's
elbow.
just
SGA got it back.
like that one is wild. Just he falls forward. They're like, you almost have to you have to dodge him because he's throwing his body at your body. Like that's what it is.
And by the way, when he's driving, he pushes off with his arm every time. So then he's creating the separation. Then you have to jump towards him to challenge a shot, and then he just jumps into you, and it's over.
Here's another one here.
Both ends of the floor. Lucas Alexander.
It's like he got tackled. Where'd he go? He gone. I don't see him. He is gone from the picture. It's like a magic show.
Captain Urban, not his fault for abusing what the refs allow, officiating problem.
No, that's what I've said.
I listen, I agree it's mostly an officiating problem, but have some dignity in yourself and your game. Like, yeah, the goal is to win, but do you really want to win this way? No one respects you. No one respects the way you guys are winning.
No. The Oklahoma City Thunder are already probably one of the most, if not the most hated team in the NBA for these various things in the big spotlight. I think the NBA currently has some of the highest ratings, a lot due to the fact that the New York Knicks are playing as well as they have been. But we also have the Spurs and the Thunder in a series that's getting quite a big boost in the ratings as well. But everybody's watching. The most ratings that the NBA has had in recent years, and everyone has to watch this. And that's it's almost a good thing and a bad thing. One, you get to see this bad brand of basketball on a massive scale, which everyone is like, wait a minute, this is the kind of basketball that Oklahoma City plays? But also, it's like, yeah, these guys suck. I don't want to see this anymore. Let's let our voices be heard, and let's change the way this game is officiated. Adam Silver, listen to your fan base, okay? Here's another one. On the ground again. Oh, that one's bad. That one's just so bad. One more time here.
I think it was last night's game. Did you hear what the Oklahoma City crowd was chanting at Wemby?
I missed it. What were they saying?
I think they were yelling out "flopper."
Stop.
I promise
No
you.
shot.
Yep.
Stop.
Yep.
That's wild to me. If the Oklahoma City fans are the most delusional fans, they are absolutely the most delusional fans that I think. I mean, I know Lakers fans, I know Raiders fans, I know there are some fans out there, Dallas Cowboys fans. There are some very delusional fans that have just really hard time coming to the truth of what they're actually watching. And I think Oklahoma City may be the most delusional fan base that I can ever remember. In just the fact that they're just such hypocrites. If that's the case, if that's what they're like, stop. What are we doing? I mean, weed's legal in Oklahoma City, right? Are they just stoned out of their minds out there? Is that what?
I don't think it is. I would guess it's not legal out there.
I don't know what. Maybe they're all drunk then. I don't know.
Probably.
My delusional self thinks LeBron can win one more. If he depends on if he goes to Oklahoma City, maybe, he would fit right in with the flopping. He would fit right in.
Yeah, LeBron's not winning one more unless he's like the third best player on your team, and your other two are really, really good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's also this. I want to share. Did you know that Dylan Brooks is collaborating with Is that what the Underdog thing is?
I don't know. I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're collaborating with the books for the SJ thing, but I just know Underdog had they were given a cease and desist on SGA.
So this is Dylan Brooks.
What's up, y'all? It's the villain. I got something to reveal from Underdog. Unethical hoops flying. So let me open this up. All right, how we set up. This is what the board looks like. Head snap. A lot of people do that. Hook was James Harden's move. Push off. Try this. You know I don't foul. All right. So that's a foul. You see that red? Oh. Foul. It's time. It's yours. When you come out at unethicalsports.com and play your game with your friends and family and get reacquainted with the new foul being from the villain.
With
I mean, all they have to do
with Shea on
is
it.
like make it clearly Shea without making it Shea, and they can't. The cease and desist will go. It won't work. But they can't. I can't. It's hard to tell on my screen. Like it can't clearly be Shea, but like everyone knows who it is. They can still make this game.
it's literally Shea. His picture looks like exactly like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Hilarious. I saw this, I was cracking up. I was like, dude, this game, it's so fitting. But it's just operation. You just get fouled every single time you try to touch the ball. So anyways, yeah, it's just part of it. It's part of what we have. There's a stat that Shea has fallen on 17.4% of his shot attempts this playoffs. That's higher than James Harden at 12%, Jalen Brunson at 9%, Donovan Mitchell at 8%, and Wemby at 4%. SGA has also fallen on 51% of his fouled shot attempts, in addition to just the 17 on his in the playoffs. So yeah, it's just that's what we're working with here when it comes to this. Tonight, I'm gifting a sub for every game the Avs won in that last series, guys.
Oh my gosh. Just really pouring it on.
Just breaking the bank here. Just break.
You don't understand. You guys can't hurt me. Like, raise your hand if your favorite professional sports teams have won 5 titles since COVID. Raise your hand. Raise your hand, anybody. Yeah. Kindly fuck off. Okay.
Here comes the salt.
Here comes the salt.
You can't hurt me. I've won 5 since COVID. Like, you can't hurt me.
So yes, the Avalanche did not quite live up to the expectations, and it is kind of crazy. Some of the numbers coming out of the Avalanche, the Avalanche debacle. And Scotty, we've been talking a lot. There's been a lot of Denver sports. The Broncos lost in a disappointing fashion, but they made it to the AFC Championship game. It was kind of a win. No one thought they would make it that far, so you don't want to see that as a disappointment necessarily, as much as some of these others, right? Then you have the Nuggets. The Nuggets had high expectations, but we kind of knew there were some things that just weren't quite
you
right.
picked them to win.
I did.
At all.
I did.
At the start of the playoffs.
I did.
What do you mean you kind of knew?
Well, you kind of knew once we got into the first series when we saw the red flags of the Nuggets getting punked in the media, the Nuggets losing these games and not being able to turn it on like they usually do. I knew through the first couple games that there were some issues that were going to hold them back, regardless if they made it to the next round or the round after that. They were going to be in a lot of trouble as they went forward into the playoffs. The Avalanche, on the other hand, won the President's Trophy as the best team. They set a franchise points record. They won 8 of their 9 first playoff games, only to get swept in the playoffs in the Western Conference Finals. Now, this is by far the biggest letdown, the biggest collapse, because this is arguably one of the best teams on paper that the NHL has seen in this year. I mean, it rivals a lot of the teams that we've seen the last couple years. We said that this team was deep all the way to the 4th line. And, I mean, it was just insane. The Avalanche went 100 consecutive minutes of game time without scoring a goal, Scotty, in the Western Conference Finals. Like, they led the NHL in scoring. They scored 20 more goals this season than anyone else in the West. A collapse is an understatement. They had this, it's crazy to me. Keep in mind, we go to the other side, and the Golden Knights, think about this. On the opposite end, this is the team we played where we couldn't score. The Golden Knights are the first Stanley Cup final team with under 40 wins in 80-plus game season since the 2002 Hurricanes. Their 95 points of the regular season would not have been enough to make the playoffs in the East.
Bruh.
They wouldn't have made the playoffs in the East. And they were a plus 2,500 to sweep the Avs, which obviously was a huge long shot. And whoever decided to throw their money on that, congratulations. I mean, it was an utter collapse. Going back to the last few years, right? 2020, the Avs blew a 4-3 lead in Game 7 against Dallas. In 2021, they blew a 2-0 series lead against the Knights. 2023, upset in the first round. 2024, up 1-0 in Game 6 against Dallas, lost. 2025, up 2-0 in Game 7 versus Dallas, lost. And this year, getting swept out of the Western Conference Finals. I just don't know what other way to say it. It's probably one of the biggest disappointments in Denver sports that we've had in a long time.
Yeah, what it felt like is like it felt like the Avs didn't know how to respond to adversity almost because they didn't have any this year. And the moment it hit, they were like, they lost their minds. I mean, they got worse as the series went on. Minus, obviously starting that third game 3 when they got up 3-0 early, that looked good, and then it fell apart from there. It was not near good enough from all their big name players. I mean, McKinnon didn't have a goal in this series. Makar obviously hurt the first 2 games, not healthy. Natchez was invisible in this series after having a great series against the Wild. Nichushkin turns out got hurt early on in the series and then missed game 4, most of game 3 and game 4. The goaltending wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I think actually Blackwood played the best in game 4 of any of their games. I mean, it was 1-0 with 5 minutes to go. Like, we ever going to score here? He looked flustered, looked like they couldn't complete simple, easy passes, connecting passes. It just looked off. I can't fully even describe or explain it. I mean, credit to Vegas for making that look that way, but there were times in game 4, it was like we couldn't even create anything at all. And all that being said, we got swept in a series that, if you take away empty net goals, we lost every one of those games by 1, I believe. So those games could have gone either way. For the series, the Avs had more scoring chances overall in the series than Vegas did. But when it came down to it, Vegas made the plays they needed to, made the big goals, made the big time shots. I can't describe how many times when the Avs finally got a good look at a shot, they put the puck wide. It's really hard to score a goal if you don't put it on the net, Chris. Fun fact.
That's true. Yep.
And they'd either airmail it or put it wide, and they just look flustered. And credit to Vegas, they deserve to, obviously, after a sweep, to make the Stanley Cup Finals. And where the Avs go from here, you could take this as a good news or bad news, but pretty much all their players, especially their big name players, are all under contract for the next couple of years, Chris.
Yeah. So is
that good or is that bad? I don't know.
It's both. So the Nuggets and the Avs are in a very similar situation. They're getting older.
Okay.
They're holding on to this core and what they've had and what they've built into a point where they don't have the flexibility, right? They won't have the flexibility with what they've built. So they're kind of stuck with what they got outside of making some trades or changes to this roster that are kind of shaking things up, in the trade market, right? So the Avalanche, Nuggets, both getting older, not a lot of wiggle room in cap space, and they have their cores that are set for a couple of years. Now, Makar's 28, McKinnon's 30, Lekkonen's 30, Nichushkin's 31, Taves is 32, Landeskog's 33, Brock Nelson's 34, Manson's 34, and Kadri's 35. With only $3 million in projected cap space, if it didn't work this year, is it going to work next year? They have a good team. The pending unrestricted free agents are Burns, Achan, Blackenberg, and Kiviranta, whatever his name is.
Is that Travis Achan or Devon Achan?
It's Devon. He looked really. Never mind. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I'm gonna skip over that one.
Bruh.
The only one that, and Burns is 100 years old. He's a man. He's 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
He's actually 40,
41.
41.
He's 41 or 42.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm not gonna lie. When I watch Burns skate, he's just out for a little stroll. Every time I see him back there, he's just strolling around. He's not the fastest dude. He's just a big guy. Anyways, going back. Of those unrestricted free agents, Kulak is the only one that I feel like I would want to bring back. Outside of that, the rest can go. I didn't think wasn't too impressed with pretty much anyone else on there. But where do you mix this up? Nichushkin, he's 31. I felt like he kind of underachieved. I didn't really see him do much in this series. I feel like he's a guy that you could maybe dangle out there. By the way, notable contracts. Natchez. His contract goes from 6.5 to 11.5 million next year. Kadri, he was our addition at the deadline, bringing him back. He's 3 years, $5.6 million. And the Kelly contract goes from $845,000 to $1.7 million, all going in with that projected only $3 million in cap space. So they need to figure out how to, if they're going to stay pat and run it back with a team that's maybe getting a little older and couldn't get it done this year, but also had a good regular season and had a chance to win the Stanley Cup. Or what do you do? I don't think people are asking to fire Bednar, and I don't think that's the right choice there. Jared Bednar is one of the best coaches in the NHL, and he will get picked up in 5 seconds the minute he gets fired, if he does. He led this team to the best record and to the Western Conference Finals. And say what you will, I still think he's not the reason they lost. Like, getting out coached in the Western Conference Finals is not the reason they lost that series. They lost that series because they didn't get what they needed from their top line and their superstars when they needed it. Did McKinnon have a goal? I don't think he had a goal.
Not in that series.
No. So Makar was hurt. I don't think he did much on the scoring front. And these are your best players. So you sound like Harden by saying Colorado was better yet got swept.
I didn't say they were better. I said the Vegas deserved it. They were the better team. But in a sweep, it wasn't like especially in hockey, it's like hockey works different than all these other sports. The best team in hockey doesn't always win. And that can happen in like soccer too, because you get there's only so many goals in a game, and you just have in soccer you have a team that has the ball 70% of the time, but loses the ball, transition break for the other team, they score a goal, and they have 2 shots on goal to 12 for the other team, but that team wins. It's just the way it is. And it's not like basketball where typically the better team just wins the game because they're making shots, they're doing the right things, they're playing better defense. Now, as I said, I think as the series went on, the Avs got worse and worse, especially offensively. They just looked lost. They didn't know how to get past without just dumping it in and trying to chase, which they're not.
That's not how they got there.
That's not their specialty. They couldn't really get it in the zone. So defensively, Vegas did an incredible job, shut the Avs down, and deserved to win the series. My biggest, not that I had huge expectations for him, but Brock Nelson was a dumpster fire this whole playoffs. Brock Nelson making the move for him, and just last year, and he had 65 points in the regular season. In 13 games in the playoffs, he had 3 points, 2 goals and assists. He had 33 goals and 32 assists in 81 games in the regular season. He didn't show up at all. That's your second line center that you're hoping can give you a lot.
I mentioned Nichushkin didn't show out. I thought he had a lackluster playoffs in general. He had a couple flashes in the early series, but generally up over the course of the playoffs, I didn't see a ton from him. It was just sloppy. It just felt they couldn't score on the power play. They had I could count on multiple fingers how many times they just couldn't catch passes within the zone, and they would just let it go out of the zone, and they would have to reset. It was just it just wasn't good. And it's just I think their goaltending was really good. I thought the Avalanche didn't challenge them enough, at least either. So I think there's a combination of good goaltending, not great, but good goaltending versus a team that just couldn't get shots on the net. Not that that's end all be all, but still, you have to be able to challenge the goaltender here and there, and they couldn't do it.
No, they didn't. He didn't. not that he was bad, but Connor Hart started 17 games in the regular season this year, Chris.
This was the Vegas is it's just crazy to me. they fired their coach before the playoffs. The Vegas had
so wrong.
Think about this. Vegas had 39 wins. The Capitals had 43 wins, didn't make the playoffs. The Islanders had 43 wins, didn't make the playoffs. The Devils had 42 wins, didn't make the playoffs. Red Wings, 41 wins, no playoffs. Jackets, 40 wins, no playoffs. Panthers, 40 wins, no playoffs. Sharks, 39 wins, no playoffs. Vegas, 39 wins, Stanley Cup Finals. Like,
Bruh.
it's crazy that the Vegas, you could make the argument the Golden Knights are the Golden Knights one of the most are the best expansion team in history. Think about this. In 9 seasons, they've made 3 Stanley Cup Finals appearances.
Well, the NHL messed up. They changed the expansion process because they wanted to load up Vegas, not have them be a traditional, like, takes them years and years to build. They wanted to load up Vegas. And what the NHL did was borderline inappropriate in how they set up that expansion and the draft for that. And it hasn't been really the same before or after that. But now I don't know, how long have they been around? Decade or so?
9 seasons, yeah.
Okay. So at this point, they're still winning. So credit to them. But literally, Carter Hart had the 3rd most starts for them in the regular season at goalie, and then was their goalie for all the playoffs. And like, it just, hockey's so weird, dude.
Yeah, that happened just because he was part of failure, but then he was part of this big like sexual assault allegation that went with 5 other NHLers, but they were all found innocent, so he got to play.
He got acquitted of that, so I'm not going to speculate. I don't know a ton of the details on that. But he did get acquitted in court, so hopefully that's what happened, and he didn't do whatever the female said he did. But
I mean, they're the gold standard right now. I mean,
hockey. Did you do that on purpose? Chris?
Kind of.
Also, I think you're wrong about the whole Vegas expansion draft thing. Like they were trying to build for 5 years down the road. They weren't trying to win now. It just sort of happened like that.
No, I think the rules the NHL put in for that expansion were different than other expansion teams in NHL history. And they gave them more advantages because they wanted them to be competitive quicker so that team could thrive in Vegas.
Well, they're thriving. Three appearances in 9 seasons into the Stanley Cup Final. Meanwhile, the Senators, the Wild, the Kraken, the Sharks, the Jets, and the Blue Jackets in 148 seasons have a combined 2.
Bruh.
It's crazy. Just a wealth of just everything in Las Vegas. So the Avalanche have a lot to worry about. You can argue the President's Trophy is a curse. If you go back let's just say the last 10 President's Cup Trophy winners have all bowed out early on in the playoffs or at some point in the playoffs. Before reaching the Stanley Cup Finals. The Avs, the most recent Western Conference Finals. Previously, you had the Jets, Rangers, Bruins, Panthers, Avs again in 2021. 2020 was the Bruins, Lightning, Preds, and Caps. Were all the last 10 President's Trophy curses that, and I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that maybe that you're not challenged enough, and then when you finally face adversity? Because if you think about it, the Avs weren't exactly challenged this season. They had their roughest spot was when they were injured a little bit during the regular season, when they were missing a couple of they were missing Landeskog, they were missing 2 or 3 other guys, and they still held on to first place. So it's not like they were like dropping into 3rd or 4th place and they had to climb their way back up to get a good seed. They kind of just went through it, and then they weren't challenged really in the first couple rounds of the NHL playoffs. And then all of a sudden, it's like they see ghosts and they just get down in a series and just don't know how to handle it. They just choke it away. And maybe I don't know if that's a theme. I don't know if that's I don't know. I mean, I'm not as familiar with some of these previous teams and how they coasted to their elimination and how they were challenged along the way. But I know for a fact the biggest adversity that this Avalanche team faced all season was against Golden Knights in this Western Conference playoffs, Western Conference finals. And they did not react very well. It felt like they were just, also too, especially last night, it was the epitome of what they went through with a couple other games too. They did it with the Wild, but the minute they hit like the 3.5 minute mark, then they started getting some urgency. Then they got a goal. And I'm like, where was this urgency throughout the rest of this series? It's like they're trying to study for a test 20 minutes beforehand, hoping that it turns out okay. And it never does. You didn't get there by, I don't know. It's crazy to me.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. All that matters is that Canada loses again.
I don't want to talk about that anymore. I lost my mic. There we go.
So anyways, that's one end of the spectrum. So that's the NHL. By the way, NHL still going strong. Tonight there was another game. I want to say, let's see.
Hurricanes won 4-0 to take a 3-1 lead in that series.
So it looks like
prior to this game was a competitive series. I think the Hurricanes won both their games in overtime. And Canadians kind of steamrolled them in game one, but not tonight. So,
and that's how a team should respond.
Looks like the Hurricanes likely will move on and face the Golden Knights in what could potentially be the most boring NHL Stanley Cup final you've ever watched. And no, that's not salt. That's just they're both defensive-minded teams. They're both defensive-minded teams. Yeah, my mic's. I don't know. I keep getting unplugged. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the fact that I've had these same headphones for like 5 years. Maybe that's a problem.
Let me turn you up a little bit. I could turn you up. I mean, I have you at like 250%.
Turn me down.
Could better playoff seeding have fixed this? Says Black Market.
No. I mean, maybe, but like, I mean, what's wild is Vegas was in Game 7 in Round 1. Like, they were almost eliminated in Round 1. I think they were even down like 3-2 against the Ducks, if I remember right.
I mean,
the Ducks beat Vegas 3 times, and the Avs beat them 0. I can't wrap my head around that. Yeah, is the seeding awful? No doubt, but like at the end of the day, you want to be the best team in the NHL. Beat the team that's in front of you.
Joe earlier in the chat said, "Got to make the NHL playoffs 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, etc. Get rid of the divisional and conference bracketing. Just get rid of it."
I mean, at minimum, they should just go back to this obvious 1 through 8 in each conference. At minimum, I think a lot of people have always talked with like NHL and NBA of getting rid of conferences. I don't know if that ever happens. I don't really think it does, but they could certainly get rid of the stupid system they've put in the last few years that I don't even understand. It should just be 1 through 8 in your conference, and 1 plays 8.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got the NBA playoffs. We talked a lot about the Spurs and Oklahoma City Thunder. We talked a lot about, well, just how awful it is to watch the Thunder play basketball. I'm the biggest fan of any team who's playing against the Thunder the rest of the way. But Wemby, by the way, I love watching Wemby play. I think he still needs. he's learning. He's learning. This is his first playoff run, right? This is his first deep playoff run. And I think if you remove, in the last 4 games, even if you remove Wemby's game 1 masterpiece, Wemby, 25 points, 4 assists on 61% true shooting. I think both SGA and Wemby are both getting just in the mix with all these fouls and baiting and everything else. But I think Wemby has a lot to go offensively. He has a lot to learn offensively. When he gets good, I'm telling you, he's going to be the best player in the world. Probably by, you could make that argument now. He's going to be the best player in the world for a foreseeable, substantial amount of time in this league. If he gets better and better, which we think he will. He's got that killer instinct. He hates losing. He just needs to polish it up a little bit. But I think he's going to be one of the best players in the NBA for a long, long, long time.
Bold statement, Chris.
Yeah, no, he's insane. I wish he didn't need a physics degree to figure out points for the standings and who's making the playoffs. For what do you mean? For
hockey.
For hockey.
It's just stupid. No, I think he's more talking about how they break down the standings and who's making it where and how they get seeded doesn't make any sense. Because they try and separate it by division, and then you have 2 wild card teams. It's just dumb.
Yeah. So, anyways, the New York Knicks have already punched their ticket to the NBA Finals. People are going crazy. All the we always see the celebrities.
Chalamet.
We always see the celebrities in LA. We always see the celebrities in certain cities. This is the first time that I've seen just the celebrities for the New York Knicks.
Is it that big of a list though? It's Chalamet and he's dating one of the
Kardashian Jenner, yeah. Spike Lee. Then you have you kind of got some old guys. Ben Stiller.
I was gonna say Ben Stiller, but he's not relevant anymore.
What's the dude? Tracy Morgan.
Also not relevant anymore. So I'm it's kind of actually. Cleveland had a better front row just by having Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift in it. That alone beats theirs combined.
If you want to throw Pete Davidson, Fat Joe, Jon Stewart.
I suppose Pete Davidson's still relevant. Fat Joe's definitely not. Jon Stewart, not really anymore.
Larry David, Chris Rock. Timothy Chalamet you mentioned.
I just think New York could do a little better with star power, frankly.
They just have a little there's more old school, They have more of an old school vibe because they're aged. The New York Knicks have aged that fan base by a lot for what they've put that fan base through over the years. And now they actually have something to get excited about. By the way, for all you wrestling fans out there, I was trying to educate Scotty on Danhausen, who you see on the screen here on the little on our little banner. The Danhausen curse and the timeline of that's crazy. As a wrestling fan, I got to kind of enjoy that a little bit more. In case you missed it, Scotty, I was telling Scotty about this, but in case you guys missed it, on April 17th, during was the initial curse on ESPN First Take, where he said, Stephen A. Smith, you've been mean to me, you're banned. You are cursed, right? So he curses Stephen A. Smith. The Knicks fall behind to the Atlanta Hawks 2-1 in the first round of the playoffs. Later, a desperate Knicks fan purchased a cameo from Danhausen, paying him to lift the curse and transfer it to the Hawks. The Knicks won Game 6 in a blowout by like 1 million and swept the Philadelphia 76ers 4-0 the next round. Then, ahead of the Eastern Conference Finals, Danhausen appeared on ESPN and declared the Cavaliers officially cursed. And we all know that the Cavaliers got swept. On the game 1, by the way, was the Cavaliers, when they got cursed, was the improbable historic 22-point fourth quarter comeback that, like, what? How did that happen? It was the curse. And then by the way, Cavs against the Knicks, Danhausen demanded courtside seats as payment for his continued supernatural assistance. The curse became a cultural phenomenon as we see it today. I just hope he's able to curse the Oklahoma City Thunder when they get there. Can we just can I pay for a cameo to have them cursed Oklahoma City? I will. I'll do it.
I don't believe in it, but I'll still pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
Just in case it is a thing.
It's just very it's an interesting coincidence that how the timeline has all played out. Anyways, I say that. But the Knicks, it doesn't change the fact that the Knicks have been an absolute just juggernaut in the playoffs.
Granted, they've had a pretty easy road. Hawks, 76ers, Cavs isn't exactly a gauntlet, but man, I mean, they've gone to the woodshed in most of these games. I mean, you guys want to? Who just put that in there? Captain, can you talk about the Cavs to an all-time pitiful performance in Game 4 for sure? Like, that was embarrassing. But like, you look at the closeout games for the Knicks that they've had. They beat the Cavs 130-93. They beat the 76ers 144-114, and they beat the Hawks 140-89.
You don't want to get in a closeout game with the New York Knicks.
I mean, they're winning closeout games by about 40 per game. And they've lost 2 games in the postseason. They lost to the Hawks, both by 1 point each. And they've only had 1 win. Now, granted, the Cavs game won because it went to overtime, right? So, or did it? Did it even go to overtime?
No game went to overtime.
No. Did it?
You're right.
They won by 11. They didn't make a 30.
You're right.
Point.
Yeah. You're right.
But in every single win they've had in the playoffs, and they're on a
11 game winning streak.
11 game win streak. Only one of those was decided by 10 or less. And that was a 6-point win against the 76ers. Every other game's been double digits. So they're
beating the teams they need to by a lot.
And they're winning every time. I mean, I think a lot of people going into these conference finals are like, all right, and maybe including us too, Chris, we're like, all right, we have the finals right now. Thunder versus Spurs. Whoever wins that is going to win the NBA Finals. I'm not so sure anymore. And damn it, if the Thunder make it, I'm going to cheer my ass off for the Knicks. I don't even know if I'll watch because I want to boycott the Thunder, but I'll be cheering for the Knicks hard.
Oh my gosh, I
real
will.
Hard, which sounds weird to say out loud, but I don't really hate the Knicks. I mean, they've gone through a lot of pain as a fan base too. So like, I mean, they haven't. When was the last time they were good?
I mean, the last time they made it 1992. Oh.
They made the finals in 99, which was like an improbable run. They were like an 8 seed or something that year. They were like not a good team, and they made like Marcus Camby was on that team. I remember that.
Yep.
But they haven't won an NBA title since 70s. I'm just guessing here. There's no way it's more recent than this, unless it's like early 80s. At the earliest.
Their last title was in 1973. They defeated the Lakers in 5 games to secure their second title in franchise history.
I mean, you're the New York Knicks. You're Madison Square Garden. And you haven't won a title in like 50 plus years. It's wild.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Rager in the chat. New York basketball is back. I'm crying with tears of joy. Hey, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I can't. Hey, if you're a New York Knicks fan, this is your time to shine because you guys are. Yeah.
Yeah, what's kind of adorable is kind of watching Timothy Chalamet. He looks like a little kid that's just watching his team finally succeed.
But you know what? I appreciate
and I respect
it.
that. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but he just looks like this little kid over, like, and he's like next to these basketball players, like, oh my gosh, we did it, but I get to like go on the court and hug you after because I'm a movie star. Yeah, it's adorable in a way, but also like I get it. He's just like funneling all the pain from his childhood of being a Knicks fan into now he finally gets to experience something great, and we'll see how the finals go. But I think the Knicks have a very legitimate chance, regardless of who they play, of actually competing and winning that series.
By the way, New York Knicks.
I'm probably gonna pick them.
New York Knicks are plus 220 to win the title as far as the NBA championship odds.
Disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
I'm not gonna lie. I could sprinkle a little bit on the Knicks right now. I mean, little just under 2.5 to 1 on your money. Oklahoma City Thunder's minus 155. Spurs plus 550. By the way, I'm really speaking of the Spurs series. I'm tempted. What's the odds for Spurs in 7? What are you looking at here?
It's got to be plus
series betting. I mean, the Spurs in general to win the series are plus 350.
Well, that they can only win it in 7, Chris. So
yeah.
So that would be the same answer. Plus 350. I said plus 400 off the top of my head, but
so plus 350, 3.5 to 1 on your money. A sprinkle on that isn't terrible.
I don't love that.
I
don't think they're gonna do it. Oh, I hope they do, but I definitely think they could win Game 6. I don't know if they can go to OKC in a Game 7. They're just not quite experienced enough. Maybe.
Let's get to the chat here. A lot going on in the chat. Since Phil Jackson says Joe Kill says 73. The Game 7 collapse by the Pistons was embarrassing, but still a strong season by comparison. But I was thinking about the Action Lab debate topic from a while back. Do you pull for the team that beat your team? I found it impossible. I hated Cleveland by the end of that series. No, Scotty, I never cheer for the team that beats my team, ever.
I thought you were the opposite.
No, I typically want the team that beat me to get absolutely crushed. Because typically, I'm bitter and I'm petty, and I just hate when my team loses to another team, and you just see the fan base celebrate, and you see them. Like, most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, I want the team that beat my team to just fall on their face and lose at some point in the playoffs. But like, here's the thing, like hockey, Chairman asked, pulling for Vegas, or you want them to get their ass kicked? I think I want them to get their ass kicked. I mean, that's just me. I can't. I don't like it.
I will never understand it. And Chris, I could have swore we had this debate before, and you were the opposite of me. So now I'm confused. But maybe I'm just misremembering. I don't understand the mentality of like, well, I'll feel better if the team we lost to goes and wins the championship. What, do you get a fucking medal for that? Like, why does that make you feel better? That's just a loser's mentality to me. No, we lost that team. Fuck them.
Yeah,
go lose. I don't feel better if they go and win a title. It doesn't give me any satisfaction. It's like we still didn't. So
exactly.
Yeah, I don't understand the people that are like, well, I'd rather see the team we lost to go on and win it all because that gives me comfort that we're closer to winning a title. No, it doesn't.
And Chairman, as a Wolves fan, I'm cheering for Spurs, though it's easy when they play the Thunder. Yeah, see, there's levels to it, right? There's always levels to it. Like for the NHL, like I don't have a vested interest in watching the Hurricanes win. But like, I don't want. I guess I'm more indifferent in that whole playoffs, I definitely would like to see Vegas lose. But it's just like I'm indifferent. Here, I'm cheering is against the Oklahoma City Thunder as much as possible. Just because I just hate that team. The Oklahoma City Thunder have become my most hated team in all of sports. And that's tough because the Lakers were up there for a long time. There's a lot of teams that I have hated over the years.
The Chiefs, Chris.
I mean, I hate the Chiefs, but like I've yeah, the Chiefs have been up there, but like
No, you hate the Chiefs more than Vegas.
Yeah. But the problem with the
oh, for sure.
The problem with the teams that I hate the most is a lot of them, or I used to hate, like the Lakers. I used to hate the Raiders a ton. But like they're just not relevant franchises anymore. And so the rivalry's not there. Like I need the rivalry. So like that's why the Chiefs are a little bit more of on higher up on my hated list.
Is it a rivalry now? Because I felt like it wasn't a rivalry when we won like 15 straight, Chris.
Well, now we're representing the AFC West and going to AFC championships. So, things change.
You get one little taste. One little taste.
Things change.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see.
Oklahoma City is kind of that my most hated team in all of sports. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey, you name it. They are my number one most hated, and I can't stand that team. I don't like the Dodgers. I don't hate them, though. No, yeah.
I might have. I mean, maybe if the Rockies were better, I'd start hating teams. Like I hated the Giants for a while.
I think hating
they were winning,
teams,
and I didn't think it was deserved. But
Chat, what's your take on hating teams? Do there has to be like some sort of like competitive aspect to it too, right? Like there's got to be. Yeah, it's there, and there's like hockey. There's got to be a like there. I can say I'm not a big fan of Minnesota. We've had I don't like Minnesota, and the Timberwolves. We've had a rivalry with them. That's a legitimate rivalry. I don't like the Minnesota Timberwolves, but then again, there's part of that where you can say. Every time we get in scuffles or we lose, like there's just this, they talk trash to us when we lose, and it's just like it sits with you. And they're even though they've beat us pretty substantially over the last few years, you could still hate them too, right? I would say behind the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Minnesota Timberwolves are probably up there as my second most hated team in the NBA. I can say that. They just talk a lot of shit. And they beat us a lot. And I don't like it. So
I think it's mostly that they beat us a lot.
Yeah.
And then they talk a lot of shit on top. But
yeah.
I think it starts with they've eliminated us from the playoffs a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 years.
So
we eliminated once, but they've won the last two.
There's
I can still respect the other team, but still hope they burn and die at the same time. So I don't know how to answer that. I can respect how good they are, but also I hope you burn and die.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
A lot more comments rolling in here. I'm on option 3. Couldn't care less. Watching for entertainment, says Joe. Then we say Nomad in the chat. If my team loses, I root for teams in the same division because I know the players. Cuban in the chat. I still remember the grainy black and white clips of the last time the Knicks won anything with historic play-by-play announcer Helen Keller.
Bruh.
They can't hear Rack. That's good.
That's a good thing.
That's perfect.
Did you leave, Rec, and come back, or what?
Oh, good old Helen Keller. What a phenomenon she was. Couldn't see, couldn't do anything. I mean, couldn't hear, but could call an NBA game.
Yeah, she could tell. Yeah, just by the way that they were like walking, like the way they were moving, she could hear that movement to figure out what was going on.
I don't want to get fired up into another Helen Keller. Right now. Damn you, Cuban.
Now we're in a weird spot. Thanks, Cuban. Now we're in a weird spot.
You know, 2 weeks for the World Cup.
It's just amazing what people will believe without using common sense and being like, well, that couldn't have been true.
Chairman, isn't everyone either a Yankee fan or you hate them?
I think the only thing that's softened that is the Yankees just haven't won in a long time. So that makes the hate lessen. Once they start winning again, I'll probably hate them.
Exactly. Like the Yankees, like it was a miracle that they made it to the World Series a couple years ago. And then they probably got their ass beat by a real team.
Let's see. Silicon Valley girl. I live in the Bay Area and I'm a Ravens fan, and people trip out about that.
As they should. No, I'm just kidding.
FTR.
What's up, Silicon Valley? How we doing? It's been a minute. How we doing?
Why are you a Ravens fan? Out in the Bay Area, like you've always been in the Bay Area, or you're from the East Coast and now, or you just like Lamar or something. I mean, that could be it too.
Look like the greatest running back under center in the world.
Yeah,
used to be. Now he's getting older and beat up.
So. Silicone also in the chat. Isn't it a fact most people hate teams that win? True. Yeah, people hated the Patriots. Yeah. People hate the Chiefs. People hate people hate the teams that win.
People hated Florida for a little bit, and then they sucked this year.
I mean, Dodgers aren't exactly the most loved team in baseball.
I hate the Dodgers right now.
So it's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it comes from a place of envy, but it's just the reality. When you win a lot, people are gonna hate you and be like
Alabama.
Yeah,
Alabama was hated for a long time. Now you get like the Ohio State. Well, I mean, some of these have college football is a little different in the sense that there's rivalries and hatred based off of like the historic backgrounds of these teams. So there's a little bit of that as well. But when you see the same SEC teams, over the course of Alabama and Georgia for the longest time, and now you're getting Ohio State up there. You start hating those teams. Broncos boy in the chat. What's up, Broncos boy? Welcome in, guys. If you guys are just joining us for the first time, hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. We'd love to have you guys here as a part of the Action Lab Rat community. So join us here every Wednesday and Sunday. We're always hanging out with you guys, talking sports, talking entertainment, you name it. We're here talking about it all. He says, can't listen along, but as weird as it is for a Broncos fan to say, go Vegas. Whoa.
Because I watch playoff hockey exclusively and live in Nevada, so root for Vegas.
Yeah, that's an interesting. It's fine. It's fine.
Their own, but I said gross.
It's a trap. You are trapped in that. I see it though. I see the connection. So I guess from that standpoint, I mean, I can see how you can bridge that and root for Vegas. I guess the one thing that makes Vegas a little bit more of a team that you don't hate as much is the fact that they're a 39-win team. No one expected them to do anything. So they had this underdog. They don't have the biggest stars from top to bottom like the Avs or some of these other teams. But for some reason, they feel like an underdog story in a sense. So there's that little... I still want them to lose. Don't get me wrong, but if I could,
Real
that's
quick.
the devil's advocate side of it when it comes to the Vegas Knights.
Do you know what the Vegas Golden Knights did near the very end of the regular season?
Fired their coach.
Yep. They pulled the Denver Nuggets. They fired Bruce Cassidy, hired John Tortorella to be on his 27th team as head coach.
20-some. I mean, this is his first time ever making a Stanley Cup final.
Oh, Captain!
Captain!
Let's
Holy
go!
crap.
That's my boy, Captain. Thank you for the 5 gifted. We have a hype train off a rail. Let's go. Thank you so much, Captain. Appreciate that. Off to bed, out, guys. Here's a parting gift for your kindness with my abs trolls earlier. Hey, you don't need to do. Hey, we appreciate you no matter what, even if you troll us, and we don't hold you.
I can handle trolls.
We can handle.
Answer. And nah, you're good, Captain. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you. Gifting out to Bank Boy, Nomad, Canada. Rec, congratulations, Rec. Say thank you, Rec.
I did it. I put it in the chat. Thanks,
And P3, thank you. By the way, P3 threw some chat, and thank you for the bits. Viva la Mexico. Let's go USA. 2 weeks for the World Cup. Let's go. 2 weeks for the World Cup. Count me in.
Say Viva la Mexico and Let's Go USA in the same thing?
Nope.
Yes.
allowed?
Nope. I don't think that's allowed. But he did. So I guess we're letting it happen.
Both teams are looking a little rough coming in. But we're not far off. I think the U.S. plays in a few days against Senegal? Did I make that up?
I think I looked it up.
It's Senegal. I was right. Okay. Friendly against Senegal, and then a friendly against Germany 6 days before the World Cup starts. So I don't remember like friendlies occurring that closely to the actual start of the World Cup.
It's probably happening in this case because, like, almost like a warm-up game. Like they come over to North America, play a game against the U.S. just to like warm up and get their bearings together before.
Rack, where do you live? Whose side are you on here?
I'm just saying.
Is that a shot at the U.S. team, or you're just saying it's a warm-up game for both teams?
The warm-up game for both teams.
Okay, because it felt like a shot at the U.S. Like, well, that's just a warm-up game to get their bearings and like dominate a garbage team before they start the real.
I mean, it's a friendly, so now the team's gonna be like trying insanely hard.
We need you to be hyped, Rec. We can't have you just bringing down your national spirit, all of our national spirit for Team USA, because we're excited.
I just got a red, white
Like-
boner.
You know, the entire world makes fun of us because we call that sport soccer and everyone else calls it football, right? Like, which is fair. Make fun. But can you really make fun of a country when it's an exhibition game, you just call it a friendly? That's the dumbest name for a game ever.
Can't do
Like,
it.
I like soccer. I'm obviously not anti-soccer. I'm excited for the World Cup. Calling any game a friendly is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You're not wrong. I'm just like, it makes
It's a friendly. Like, what the fuck? Who came up with that? And why haven't we changed it yet?
it's an exhibition. It's an exhibition. Like it's a non. Like it's a game that doesn't count, but you still play to win. You know, you play to win the game. You don't just play just to play. And so
Do you have that sound drop?
I have it somewhere. I can't find it right now.
Play to win the game.
I thought I had
Who
that
is that?
sound.
Herm Edwards?
Herm Edwards, yeah. Old Herm. Gotta love Herm Edwards. But anyways, I thought I had that sound drop.
Chiefs coach, so I don't have to. But
Yeah.
I think that one occurred when he was the Jets coach, though.
It was, yeah.
Play to win the game.
You don't just play just to play. I swore I had that sound drop. I guess I don't.
Also, who's that Colts head coach?
Oh.
Because the
You play
playoffs.
to win
Jim
the
Mora.
game. You don't play to just play it.
Yeah. There you go. Found it. And he-
Jim Moore had a bunch of quotes.
Jim Mora was the Colts coach. Yeah. Jim Mora Senior.
If you lose a friendly, it is called a boopsie.
Boopsie. Oh, we had a boopsie last game, but it's okay because it was just a friendly.
Guys, are you guys hyped for World Cup? Who can we put a poll in the chat? I'm curious, Rec. Who's excited? I know, and I know Chairman can only vote once on being excited for the World Cup. Only vote once for being excited, Chairman. I know you're excited. I know soccer's your sport. Just be normal when it comes to voting for your favorite sport. Who's hyped for World Cup? I was in LA at Loyola Marymount when the World Cup was in LA 30 plus years ago. Crazy. That's crazy. That's fun. It's going to be fun. Let's get real. None of these host nations are making the playoffs.
Well, first of all, it's not called playoffs. Okay.
It's an interesting way to label that.
It's the elimination round. All right. Or the knockout round, maybe. Maybe that's what it's called.
I guess the round. U.S. men's national team is announced. It's all 26 players were named. 13 of those players, of the 26 players, so half the roster, including took part in the last World Cup. So a lot of the big names: Christian Pulisic, McKinney, Tyler Adams. Rest of the squad, which was formally announced on Tuesday, was relatively predictable. Let's see. I mean,
right now I'm like, who was left off? Like Diego Luna kind of had a nice stretch where you thought maybe he would make it. I don't think he did.
Tanner Tessman, I think, did he? I don't think he made it.
No, we didn't get Tanner Tessman. No.
But yeah. I guess Tessman was surprised that he didn't make it, but I guess he was dealing with a muscle strain or something. I don't know. Anyways,
I get a player being surprised, but I mean,
yeah, we got
Yunus Musa, who hasn't been healthy. Like, he was on the last World Cup squad, and if he's healthy, he maybe makes it, but like, he's been too beat up. So Luna and Tessman are probably like the biggest ones, but like, I don't know.
Chairman, is it this year? Is it time to be excited? It's about that time. I need you to chill out your excitement there, Chairman.
Daddy,
Chill out, man. You're too excited. Yeah, starts in a couple weeks. I will watch a game or listen to it on the internet broadcast. I will definitely be watching highlights. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be watching a lot of the bigger matches early on. I'm excited. I'm excited for World Cup. You have to be, right? I mean, this comes around every 4 years, and
I'll probably be. I mean, I'll be in Europe for like a stretch of it, so I'm sure there'll be people like I'll be in Rome for a couple days where it'll be hyped, even though Italy sucks and didn't make it.
What true patriot you are.
I was going to say, if you're able to get, like, as I was in Italy and France when the last, when there was like 2 World Cups ago, I want to say, and I was able to participate and be in like some of those cities when they're watching their teams play. It is absolute mayhem. They go crazy for their team.
Italy's not in it.
Well, no, I get that. But, yeah, it's.
I'll just wear my U.S. soccer jersey every day there, and everyone will just love me. Everyone will walk up to me and be like, "We love America."
Let's have a watch party. Actually, I have a neighbor that has a projector screen that he projects on the side of his house, and he's trying to get a crew together to watch the Friday night USA game. So I mean, Scotty, I don't know what you're doing. I might invite you over if you want to come watch some World Cup on a projector screen. Diacola's in. We'll just get a whole crew. Hell, I'll just Cuban. What are you doing? We'll just invite the whole crew out. Why not?
Oh God, do I have to fly out there to watch soccer?
Yes,
sir. At that time, I mean, what?
Yeah, go watch Paul Blart there, Rec. Go watch a movie that you actually paid attention to, unlike a great cinematic adventure that is Remember the Titans.
I paid attention.
Unreal. You know what? It's just
Now you're banned.
you're banned, Rec. You're banned for forever.
Chairman, I might watch the highlight. Felt like that was intentional.
The singular highlight.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, World Cup. Shout out World Cup in 2 weeks. We're going to cover a lot of that as we get into it a little bit closer as well. Other news, guys. What was the poll? Are you guys excited about the World Cup? There's a poll in the chat. There's only 4 people voting, which is let's get some votes in the chat, please. Are you excited?
Let's get 2 kind of votes in the chat so we can have it tied 2-2-2.
Hell yeah!
You know,
Scotty knows the drill.
You know for a fact Cuban waits till the last minute so he can throw in his last vote to make it a tie, however he can.
Probably doing the same with Medusa. Talking Medusa, and you're like, hey, give me your phone so I can skew the votes at the very end.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got some votes rolling in. We got let's fucking go for the World Cup, and then we have a couple nopes.
You should have said let's fucking goal.
Hey, there you go.
See what I did there, Rex? That's what that one should have been.
Go. You gotta get the golazo.
Well, there's as many goals in that poll as there will be in many of these games.
By the way, is it weird? This might be a me thing. Is it crazy that I don't hate watching the World Cup broadcast in Spanish, knowing that they are way more excited on the broadcast, even though I only understand about 10% of what they're saying? It still feels more entertaining every time there's a goal. Whenever they're like kicking the ball around the middle of the field, it sounds like the most crazy thing is about to take place, even though they're not even close to the goal. Like, go watch Telemundo broadcast of the of all of the games. I'm not gonna lie, you won't be disappointed. I switch back and forth sometimes. 98% of Americans don't understand an English broadcast. Hey, that's that. You may not be wrong on that either. Keep the votes rolling in the chat, guys. Are you excited for the World Cup? Who's hyped? Who's hyped for the World Cup? Yeah, 2 weeks away. Let's go. I love it in Spanish as well. Well, that's because you speak Spanish, Diacola.
That helps.
Yeah,
I think.
Roger.
A little bit.
Yeah, when you speak fluent Spanish, it kind of makes you can kind of get the gist of the entire thing. I don't speak fluent Spanish. I'm trying, but
If only you had like a parent or something that could help teach you.
yeah. That would
probably just a jerk and didn't want to learn.
Yeah.
Just a punk kid that was like, nah, mom.
Silicone speaks Dutch and Spanish. Wow, shout out. I love that. I tried. You didn't try hard enough. You didn't try. Oh no.
Fault,
no.
Chris.
Yeah.
Never the kid's fault. No responsibility.
Chris will learn that in a few years.
Yeah.
Rec is almost fluent in English, so he's getting there.
Oh, almost.
Let's see. 78% of statistics are made up. Checks out. That checks out. I've listened to
What number did you say?
78% of statistics.
In my head, I heard 76. I'm like, did you purposely get that wrong?
No, I nailed it. I nailed it.
Maybe you said 78. I don't know why I heard 76.
I have listened to Arabic soccer broadcasts because hookah bars. I never thought about that. Are they entertaining? Nomad?
Like, is a hookah bar like a good environment? Like, that seems like a little chill environment to watch, like get hyped for like a game. Is it like hyped in there, or is it just like everyone's kind of laid back?
with the mind on the money and the money on the mind. Hey, 5 out of 4 people have problems with math and fractions. Damn it, Joe. Very chill. But see, I want excitement. I don't want chill. I want excitement. That's why I listen to the Mexican broadcast. It's always so good. Go watch Telemundo. That'll be my. And you might pick up. You might pick up some of the language when it comes to like some of the things they.
Come on, man.
Some of the things that you'll hear on the broadcast. You never know.
Just put on your Mexico jersey, Chris. Why don't you? Traitor. Just kidding.
I mean, is it weird that we don't cheer for Mexico more than we probably should, knowing they're our neighbors from the down south? I don't think so. I think they could.
They're a rival.
They are a rival, and I just,
Chris, we don't cheer for other teams within our own country and other sports.
It's true. Yeah.
I was about to say,
that,
like,
so.
does the U.S. have rivals in soccer? I thought we had to be good to have rivals.
Mexico's definitely our biggest rival in soccer. It's not close.
Well, Canada's I feel like Canada.
No,
it's not. It's not.
Canada's been better recently, but
we have a tie.
Of course
Yeah,
we
I saw
do.
that.
Thank you.
Who dropped the ball and didn't vote for kinda one more time?
Who dropped the ball? We got a tie. Let's go. And nope, kinda. You failed. I think you meant to say vamos Copa del Mundo.
People are probably the same people that get excited for like cross country skiing in the Winter Olympics because it only happens every once in a while. But no, we can't get excited for the World Cup because we hate soccer.
I don't know. Those curling Canadians really put a bad taste in my mouth, and I feel like we need to, I feel like we need to start looking at Canada a little differently. I'm just putting it out there. Can we do that? Can we just say Canada's a bunch of poor sports that don't know how to handle losing, so they cheat to get what they want? Is that?
I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but I don't think about Canada at all.
Bruh.
Ever. They're kind of just, they're there, but like, I don't think about them.
Yeah, I guess.
Also, remember, Sky gets excited about soccer, but he scoffs at anyone who would take enjoyment from the Highland Games.
Yeah. I don't even, thanks for proving my point.
The Highland Games are way more exciting than the 0-0 draw.
Oh, did we ever get an update on the enhanced games? Did you see that? The enhanced games? Remember when we were talking about that?
From I didn't watch it exactly, but from what I saw, it was an absolute disaster.
The enhanced games. Remember when we were like, I want to see average Joes like us compete in Olympics. I want to see the Olympic athletes compete clean. And I want to see a steroid group and see the difference between all three. And I guess there was these the enhanced games that came up that were like, oh, you can do whatever you want. You can have steroids. You can have any kind of performance enhancing drugs known to man, for the most part, I think, and be able to compete and see what happened. And I never.
The problem with the enhanced games, like you said, everything you said in theory, it's a great idea. The execution from when they first put on ad for it years ago could not have been worse. Like, the idea is amazing. The people in charge of it have no idea what they're doing with their lives.
I mean,
I didn't even know this was happening.
So,
Talked about this before?
So
I'm looking it up now, but I didn't know. I literally didn't know.
So the very first time I saw a commercial for the enhanced games, again, this was years ago. Oh, here, Chris, tell me, how would you write a commercial for this event?
Well, they didn't advertise it because I didn't realize it was happening until the day before it happened. And so,
like I said, I've seen it, but like how would you write a commercial for this?
I would. How would I spin it to make it as exciting as possible? I would say something along the lines of, do you want to see the most exciting event with the athletes that are going to be the most athletic, pushing the limits on every sport, to the point where you can see how the human body is pushed to its limits to compete in the various events of each sport.
So the advertisement I saw on TV, it was like, I run faster than Usain Bolt, but nobody knows because I did steroids. Like, I keep getting persecuted because I dope. Like, it was all like emotional stuff. Like, we're supposed to feel bad for.
Oh, they did sob stories to try to get these people to feel bad for themselves.
Yeah, it's like, like what that's all. It's like I was excited, but now I don't want to watch it because you people are stupid. No, this is not. This does not take a genius to figure out.
But here's the thing. So I'm looking at the recap here.
Holy Diacola.
Whoa, Diacola with 1,000 bits. Let's go.
That feels like a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Thank you, Diacola, for the 1,000. That's too. You don't need to do that. Thank you so much. It's way too generous. Thank you, Diacola, for that. That's shout out to Diacola. So what happened? The evening. So there was swimming, weightlifting, and track were one of the nights. The standout performance came from Greek swimmer who won the 50-meter freestyle in 20.81 seconds, just 0.07 seconds quicker than the legal world record set by Australian Cameron McAvoy. So it wasn't. So he claimed $1 million world record bonus. By the way, money. You give me a gold medal or $1 million bucks, I'll take the cash money, homie. The record will not count officially because they used banned substances, obviously, and a banned polyurethane skin suit, both which are believed to provide around 2% performance boost. I mean, it wasn't like he crushed the record. It wasn't like they went crazy on the record. Still, it's a world record. Let's see what else.
Not officially.
On track, American sprinter Fred Curley,
good old Curly,
who had publicly predicted Usain Bolt's world record of 9.58 seconds would get destroyed, ran 9.97 seconds in the 100 meters. To put that into context, at the Paris Olympics 2 years ago, Curley ran 9.81 and won bronze. A 9.97 would have placed him last in that final. There was a Barbados sprinter competing as a drug-free athlete, won the women's 100 meter in relatively a modest 11.25 seconds before saying this proves that winning takes more than chemistry.
Yeah, I did see that there were non-dopers that won the enhanced games.
I love that. Like, I just Googled enhanced games, and one of the articles was by SB Nation, and it's called "The Enhanced Games Funded by Donald Trump Jr." As I'm losing my headphones, guys, we're sad beyond imagination, and I'm like, don't know why we have to throw who slightly was a small funder in it, but then it starts. Donald Trump Jr. appears to have picked up his father's business acumen when it comes to the world of sports.
He was bad at sport. I don't think Trump sucked at it. Was
yeah. He had the USFL or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
that's not a business he ran well.
By the way, organizers published a breakdown of the substances taken by competing athletes over the 8-week preparation period. Among those who doped, 91% used testosterone or testosterone supplements. 79% used human growth hormone. 62% used stimulants such as Adderall. 41% used EPO, whatever that is, which is associated with cycling doping scandals. Shout out to Lance Armstrong. Hey. But yeah, so like all these dudes doped up. I guess it was underwhelming. I want to see records being crushed. And if they're not getting crushed by these athletes, it kind of really doesn't do it for me.
For me, it's more so like the suits are ruining the event.
Where's all the guys that were...
This just means like put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, right? Wait a minute. does this change? Like looking at like these athletes who arguably were
No.
not even as good as some normal athletes that do it the right way. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Baseball? Huh?
No.
Huh?
No, it's because it doesn't change anything because it was a disaster. Even if you take out Donald Trump Jr.'s name, it was still like not an exciting, super exciting.
I
event.
think-
you're talking about the enhanced games. I thought you were talking about the steroid era in baseball. I was like, that was
No,
great.
I'm sorry. No, the enhanced games was a disaster.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was happening, and so like maybe market it a little more because I didn't even. I feel like I'm fairly in tune, and I didn't even know this was.
Yeah.
I found out about it literally. It was over the course of the weekend. I was in the mountains and I saw a little highlight thing on. I was like, "What is this?" And realized what it was after it already had started. And I was like, they didn't do a very good job at all in marketing any of this. So it's on them. This is the
I'll be right back.
Fire Festival of sporting events, basically. It was an absolute dumpster fire. I hear the steroid Olympics. The winner gets the gold pill, runner-up gets silver pill, and bronze gets the bronze pill for finishing third. Christopher Sanchez up to 44 2/3 innings without giving up a run after 7 more shutout innings today at Citizens Bank Park West in Seattle.
Yeah, he hasn't given up a run in the entire month of May.
Crazy.
Yeah, right now in the NL, it's a 3-horse race for the Cy Young between Christopher Sanchez, Paul Skeens, and Shohei Ohtani, which don't look at what he's doing today.
I don't need to look. I think I have a fairly decent idea.
Yeah. Let's just he has more hits than he's allowed today, and yes, he is pitching.
I mean, the Rockies are only down 3-1 right now, top of the 7th. They're still in it. They're still in it. They got a chance, right?
They do.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Oh, and it looks like the no-hitter might be over now. Oh no, but it's a fielding error, so the no-hitter is still intact.
All right. Put an asterisk next to it. No, I'm just kidding.
Which you heard it. The Rockies have 1 run on 0 hits.
What else? Trying to see. There's whenever a baseball player has an incredible run, I just assume it's steroids. I mean, usually it is. No.
Well, maybe for hitters, not for pitchers. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have other NFL news here and there. Just a couple little things, nothing crazy. Obviously, we had some Green Bay Packers news. Josh Jacobs released from jail.
Yeah.
Domestic violence charges, allegedly. But the biggest news coming out of the NFL, at least as of today.
He's not human, Chris.
Who's not human?
Oh wait, where are you going with this?
What's the biggest news of the day, Chris?
Yeah.
The Jets have a new kicker.
Okay.
Disappointment. It's not just any kicker, though, Scotty.
You know damn well, looking at my home's already dropping back. Dude's not human.
It's our old friend Young Wei Koo.
No, it's Young Ho Koo. It's Young Ho Koo.
That dude's terrible.
Did you guys know he saved a person's life last year?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you guys know?
He should become a lifeguard or something.
So he had, in case you guys don't know, I'll bring it up here. Why not? He had a moment last year, and it led to he saved someone's life, and not like the Patriot scandal that we got, saving someone from a car crash. It was a little different. It was a little different.
Took one for the team there.
Yeah. I'll bring it up here. In case you didn't know, this kick right here.
Or lack of kick.
I'll show you the replay of it. Here we go. That kick right there. On your screen. Kind of painful. But not in the way that you would think, in the terms of the fact that there was something that positive that came out of that. Young Hoku saved the man's life in Kentucky after he laughed so hard that Koo's kick of his infamous failed field goal triggered a seizure. He then went to the hospital where doctors discovered a tennis ball-sized brain tumor. The tumor was removed, and it found out that he would live, and his life was saved from this moment. Can you imagine just see laughing so hard that you have a seizure to the point where you get to go to the hospital and learn about a tumor the size of a tennis ball in your brain? Shout out to Youngway, who not all heroes wear capes.
And tumor is out kicking for the Giants.
Not all heroes wear capes. So there you go.
It's a good one.
A few years ago, a D-backs pitcher had a complete game no-hitter in his MLB debut. I think it was
they were
his
talking about because there was a no-hitter earlier this week as well from Houston, a combined no-no.
And that's
those don't count.
And that tumor is now kicking for the Giants. Yeah, crazy. So crazy news as far as that goes. Otherwise,
speaking of NFL, real quick, because this is next to me, Chris. My son's been drawing in art class Roblox type characters. Let's see. You guys don't guess. First of all, here's one of him. He drew himself. I don't know how well you guys can see that.
Oh God, we're doxing his son now.
That's a picture of himself as a Roblox type character. Figure out if you can figure out this player. You guys don't say. First in the chat wins. I don't know.
First in the chat.
Here it is.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah. Chat, who's first? Who's going to be it?
Who's got
That's
it?
Easy. Nope.
No, not Penix, not Mahomes.
Keep guessing.
This is a third grader. Well, he's about to be a fourth grader. Come on. Believe in
Yep,
you.
there
it is.
Bijan.
Robinson.
Is that his favorite running back?
Well, he was on his fantasy team last year, so he likes him quite a bit because he, pretty damn good. So we had a couple Michael Vicks, which doesn't. I mean, that adds up. I mean, it is an Atlanta uniform.
Number 7.
Of a similar ethnicity. But no.
Next year will be
Bijan
Saquon.
Robinson.
So he's got the Roblox NFL players on lockdown.
He's drawn a couple. I think he's only drawn one more. He just started doing this, and he did. I could go get it, but that one would be harder. I'm not gonna go get it. George Pickens. He did George Pickens.
I didn't expect him. I didn't expect him to be I didn't expect his son to be a Roblox guy.
He's not. He doesn't play Roblox at all. Never played it.
Okay.
Never played it. They did this in the one of him. He did an art class, and then he just came home and started drawing athletes. He did Jamal Murray. Yeah, I don't know. It's his thing right now.
The jam.
Like, he doesn't even. Yeah, he's literally never played Roblox unless he's played it at someone else's house because we don't have it.
Isn't Roblox like you either think it's like the devil and it's like like predators on there trying
to. Maybe it was a Minecraft guy. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they are very similar. Roblox and Minecraft but yeah, there's definitely a lot of predators on Roblox, and not talking about the Nashville kind.
Yeah. So shout out. Let's see. I think
They showed you a blank piece of paper and it was John Cena.
Love me some John Cena. All right, guys. Well, I think trying to think. Otherwise, I don't think there's a lot else going on in the world of sports. We kind of covered all the main things that are happening. Obviously, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs are still continuing on. We got World Cup coming up in a couple weeks, which we will be starting to preview some of the World Cup matchups and some of the teams. We can go through those. Scotty, your secondary team is England. My secondary team is Spain. Rec, what's your secondary team? USA.
Not in the
USA, you unpatriotic clown.
My second team is not in the tournament.
Oh, poor Rec.
That's a boopsie.
Yay, World Cup.
So we'll get into more of that as we get closer to the World Cup. And then I'm sure we'll have other headlines. We're going to be watching some OKC and San Antonio.
I bet you're so excited to watch SGA.
I'm more excited to watch the Spurs hopefully come back in the series. That's what I'm more excited for. And if they don't, yeah.
Are they favored in Game 6? I feel like they should be.
The Game 6, the Spurs are 3.5 point favorites as we sit right now.
Yeah.
On the money line, they're minus 156. Oklahoma City plus 132. As far as the money coming in, I'm curious where the money's at for the for this particular game coming up. Let's go and see picks.
Chairman, in case you legit didn't know, yeah, Iran, however you want to say it, yeah, they are in the World Cup, so that's fun.
Awkward. So according to this, it's kind of right. Thunder plus 3.5, or the spread at 3.5 with the Thunder underdogs. 57% of the public and 62% of the money are on the Spurs. So kind of split down the middle there. The money line, Spurs, 56% of the public, 66% of the money on the Spurs. Very similar. But yeah, I mean, interesting. I think the Spurs fans will show up in that game. I think they'll give their team a little bit of a boost. I don't think I think this is going to Game 7. If my prediction here, Spurs will win this game. It'll go to Game 7. And
Should
then
I put money on it?
And then the Thunder will probably. I want to pick the Spurs in Game 7. The NBA needs this to go to Game 7. They want to showcase Wemby. The script is in. This is going to Game 7. Do they? I don't know if they cover the spread or not, but Spurs will win, and the Thunder at home will just disappoint all my hopes and dreams, and we're going to see a terrible flop contest, and they will be the victors in Game 7. That's what my mind tells me.
Chris, real quick, sorry, because I went down the rabbit hole of Iran playing the World Cup. Apparently, they are staying in Mexico despite all three of their games taking place in the U.S. So the U.S. denied them the ability, but it says there's a quote from Trump back in March that Iran's welcome to participate, but he did not believe it was appropriate for them to be in the United States for their own safety. But the good news for them, I looked where their games are being played in the U.S. They're in 2 games in L.A. and 1 in Seattle. They're gonna have a home crowd.
Oh,
they're gonna have everyone in LA and Seattle's probably gonna be cheering for them.
they got a little boost there. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you hear some boo birds for the boos coming out for Iran, or if it's like you support them in to counter.
probably both.
It's gonna be that'll be an interesting dynamic for the World Cup. I hear the anthem they're playing at the World Cup for Iran is going to be "Iran" by A Flock of Seagulls. Iran, been so far away, gotta get away.
It's supposed to be Iran.
Oh, Iran. Sorry. Joe, get it right. Get your facts straight, okay?
Or Aaron.
So get your facts straight.
Yeah, the population went down a little bit the other day because I ran to Iraq.
Well, Chairman has an interesting point here. Maybe if the U.S. plays them, they can just cancel the war and let the game decide the winner. I'd watch that. It's just like, hey, whoever wins on the pitch wins the war. Hey, can we just
Well, neither team is good at soccer, so that's a gamble for both sides.
Are you ready for like Trump to send a bomb down on that field, like on the field of the Iran side, like just like a small one to take them out to guarantee a win? Like he'll let the game play out, and if U.S. isn't winning late, he'll just send something out there to take out the Iran team.
I mean, Trump's already taken
victory.
Trump's already taken the Gulf from Mexico. He's already turning Canada into the state of the United States. I mean, what will he do to
trying to make Greenland U.S.?
I mean, he's got all sorts of different things that he's
Yeah, there are now 87 United States.
Team Iran and their signature Strait of Hormuz defense.
What'd you say, Hormuz?
Hormuz?
Oh man.
What?
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, Chris.
It's not my strait. It's not my strait.
It's Hormuz, but it's fine.
Is it? It's what?
It's Strait of Hormuz. It's not Hormuz.
I see. I see a U. I see a U in there.
I don't even know if he spelled it right, but no, he did. But it's Hormuz. Don't worry about it.
Strait of Hormuz pronunciation.
Okay. Yeah.
Hormuz. Hormooz.
Okay.
Hormuz.
Not a single person in this country says Hormuz. Not one. I don't even care what. America does not call it the Strait of Hormuz.
Everyone calls it the Strait of Hormuz.
I don't think a lot of people in America know that it exists, to be fair.
No.
I mean, that's how I always. I mean, hold on.
No. If you are ever watch a news station, I've never once. This guy can't even pronounce words correctly when he's saying normal words.
Hold on.
Dees name?
Hormuz.
That's not how we say it here.
Hormuz. Hormuz. I don't know where you got Hormez.
Chris, I don't know if you've ever watched news before.
Yeah, they all say Hormuz.
I don't.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Joe Quill says
no, they don't.
Hormuz, a sound that slutty cows say. Hey.
Yeah, he's making fun of you.
No, he's not. That's how you pronounce it.
No, he's saying a sound that slutty cows say. He's not saying that's how you pronounce it. He's making a joke.
Well, when you get off the stream and you listen to videos of the Strait of Hormuz, you'll know. You'll know.
Okay. All right.
I've never.
All right.
Here's another name for you to pronounce, Chris. The chat.
Shane Gospy here. I nailed it. Shane. Got it. I'm a Hormel guy. Gots despair. Goss despair. Goss despair?
Yes. Yeah, Joko's got it.
Yeah.
Shane Goss is bear.
Anyways. Well, we went down a weird path at the end here. Weird path. We never know where the show's going to take us, guys. That's why you need to hit that follow button, because sometimes if you just like think we're talking sports and then all of a sudden we're trying to pronounce the Strait of Hormuz, then we can figure out, that, we're in a place of, just shifting into different categories here. We're a political stream now. We're trying to figure out how this all impacts sports and the political landscape.
Hormuz.
It's Hormez. Rec, it's Hormez.
It is.
It's not.
Even do you
It
even
is.
watch the NAS?
It is.
There it is.
Jesus Christ.
You. That's Cuban. Cuban, you cracked me up, man. Next thing you know, we're talking about not dog sandwiches.
Hot dog is definitely a sandwich.
All right. So
And Scotty should get learned.
hot
Man.
dog, not sandwiches. What do we want to do on Sunday night, guys? What do we feel like? Is there anything going on Sunday night? Are there any games going on, Rec?
I'm checking real quick.
Check.
I doubt it.
Yeah, check to see if there's.
Sunday, if there's a game 6 in hockey, there will be. But time has not been determined. Basketball, I'm almost certain there's not. Yeah, there's no game on Sunday.
All right, so nothing.
So Sunday we could have like a community stream.
Maybe we do.
Chairman, is there any soccer on Sunday?
Chairman, I know you're excited, man. I know you are. Unfortunately, you have to be patient.
What time is the Avalanche game?
So the U.S. plays Senegal on Sunday, but it's at 1:30 in the afternoon time.
Joe, just for that,
Well, now you're banned.
you're banned. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so we'll do. We could also do our. If we want to do the Ocho stream, we could do the Ocho stream.
It'd be a good time to do the Ocho stream.
So Ocho stream, guys. Maybe we talk about and cover the most
Take the stream off.
obscure. Maybe we do that. Maybe we get into some Jackbox or some community games or something. Either way, we'll have. Or we could talk about. I mean, we could do it just chatting about other categories of things. Considering you guys love talking about all sorts of stuff on here, we could just.
Why am I the one dodging a wrench?
Anyways, the Ocho stream where Rec has to dodge a wrench.
Why am
I'm
I
not
doing
so
this?
confident Rec could dodge a wrench though.
I'm good at dodging. I can dodge. I can catch. I just can't throw the dodgeball very well.
Rec, have you seen the movie Dodgeball?
No.
Bruh.
What answer did you expect out of me?
You've never heard dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge?
I know the reference. I have heard that before. I know the reference, and I know the reference of if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
But you've never seen Dodgeball.
Correct. I've seen the Steelers a couple years ago do a schedule release video mimicking dodgeball.
Probably not your favorite. Didn't really get it.
It took me a little bit to get it, but eventually I did.
Wreck. What do we do with you, man? I don't know.
Biggest great dodging movies, yeah. I can dodge
Truly-
movies, I can dodge balls.
Truly a one of a kind, Rick.
Yep. Who needs movies when there's much better forms of entertainment?
I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, we showed Rick Remember the Titans when he was here, and he was like, nah, not for me. And I was like, then I can't help you. I can't.
Chairman, yeah. Why even bring up movies?
Well, now we're just asking if he's seen them.
But yeah, also I know y'all talked about before, but y'all should do a thing in the Discord with the community one night where we watch a movie together.
How do we do that? Do you just stream the movie and just share your screen and you could?
Yeah, one person can share the screen. I also know someone who has a thing called a hyperbeam. It's called a hyperbeam where it's like you go to this link and it's like its own separate browser that everyone around the world can jump on. So like you click on the link and then you can watch the movie from there. I know I have a bunch of friends that use that for movies and TV shows.
Like around the entire world, like at the Strait of Hormuz, you could watch.
Yes. As long as you have the link, you can watch it at the Strait of Hormuz.
Rec, if we watch a movie, will you actually give it a chance? Or
Probably not.
see.
No, Chris, no. think about it, that's the perfect time to have a comedian night and have a break from me.
No,
Have a break from me from my BS.
I need you to expand your horizons from a media standpoint, from a pop culture standpoint. We need to expand your horizons, Rick. We got to get you into, and it sucks because I know the reaction we got from Remember the Titans, Scotty, was not.
I thought for sure he'd be like, "Yeah, no, that's a good movie." No, didn't do anything for him.
Rick, great question by Chairman. What movie would you even watch?
If I was forced to pick, if you put me at gunpoint, forced me to pick right now,
Correct.
I don't know the name of it, but I'd probably go the recent documentary on Johnny Cash, the Johnny Cash movie, like the autobiography.
A documentary on.
It's not the documentary. That's about it. It's more like the autobiography movie.
What? Cool.
It's also pronounced Yanni, not Johnny.
That note, I think.
How many songs from him can you name? I know you're bad at naming songs.
Ring of Fire.
The Ring
Good.
of
Hey, that's
Fire.
good.
The
That
Ring
might be
of
it.
Fire.
Yeah, I can play Ring of Fire on the harmonica. That's an easy one.
No, thank you.
On that note, we're out of here.
Maybe another night. Maybe another night.
I walk the line. 'Cause you're mine. I walk the line.
Look at that.
Folsom Prison's a good one. Yep.
All right.
Owning
It's been a
Sue.
fun night. Thanks everybody for coming. Chris, do your spiel.
We're gonna send you over to some legit music from P Leaf. We're gonna send you
Hey,
over.
Johnny Cash is legit.
Well, not when you. Well, yeah, he's legit
Not
when
you're singing it.
he
Not
sings
when
it.
you're singing it.
When he sings it, he's legit. But otherwise, it's a little.
Have you
different.
ever heard of the Chicken in Black?
You have made people want to walk the line off a cliff.
Fair.
With that, we're gonna send you over to P Leaf. She will actually serenade you with some good vibes. And P Leaf, does P Leaf how she's showing off her baby? Oh, she's got a baby on there.
I didn't know where you were going. I was like, she's showing off her, and I was like, what are you?
Yeah, I got really confused too.
There's a baby on her stream at the moment.
Baby on board.
A little
like a real one,
like a real baby. And definitely more cute than either of the faces you're looking at right now. So we'll just get you over to not only good music but also cuter face. So there you go. But between now and Sunday, go be a good person. Go live in the moment. We don't do that enough. Put the phone down, enjoy the people and things around you, and go just be a good person. Life's too short. Be a good person to people around you because it doesn't cost you anything. Scotty, what do you got?
same as always. Fun show, guys. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you back here on Sunday. Have a good weekend, and yeah, thanks for joining.
By the way, before Rec, you do your thing. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Diacola, and thank you for the 5 gifted from Captain Urban. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Rick.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.
Thank goodness we got that in.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we got to get that in. Love you guys. Have a great night.
You should definitely listen to the Chicken in Black. It's a Johnny Cash song, but not something you would expect him to sing.
I really messed up when I said walk off the line and walk on the line off a cliff. I should have said into a burning ring of fire. Yeah, it's not really my type of music. But no disrespect.